Now, everybody's aware that I am a light machine gun lover. I love support fire. I love supporting my teammates. During Modern Warfare 3, I put out an L86 video that showed the positive attributes of the light machine gun, the L86, with the thermal sight and the grip. This is my opportunity, now that Black Ops 2 is upon us, to show you another weapon that you can use with reckless abandon. That is the MK48 with the zoom scope. That's right, those are the only two attachments on this machine gun, and it is an absolute beast. Now I want you to take notice of the upper right hand corner as we're going through this commentary, and you will understand why I believe this machine gun is one of the best. I hear commonly that the SMGs are the power guns in this game. That very well may be true, but in this case, it is not the only weapon that is good in this game. I encourage everyone to branch out and find the gun that they like that not everyone uses. Now, as you see up in the top right hand corner, that was the first headshot and now the second headshot with this weapon. That's going to become a common theme, boys and girls. You're going to see exactly how many headshots I get in this game and what kind of damage I inflict on the other team. Now let's go over the circumstances that this gameplay happened. I am playing solo during the day. These aren't the greatest players I've ever run into, but at the same time I'm playing a smart man's game because I am using a very heavy weapon with a large ammo capacity. I'm not very mobile, however I am lethal once I get my sights on you. You're also going to notice that this gun doesn't have very much recoil. Now this is recorded in theater, but I went back and compared it to the live gameplay, and it actually is pretty accurate on the recoil. Really wanted to take advantage of putting space in between me and the opposing team, and I wanted to play very tactically. Now some people may say that that is camping. I consider it sniping with an LMG. Using the LMG in Black Ops 2 without the target finder isn't something you will see all the time. Given your maneuverability is compromised, as well as your ability to fire from the hip with any certain accuracy. It's this reason why you should play very strategically with the MK48. If you can put yourself in a power position to control the oncoming enemies and their spawn, they will have no choice but to avoid you and yield to your firepower, thus giving you a greater opportunity to retreat to another line of engagement, where then you can prepare for another onslaught on your enemies with your zoom scope, chopping them down at long ranges as well as controlling flanking positions for you and your teammates. The MK48 has a particular feature that's given the gun natural climb, thus giving you a greater opportunity for headshots. The MK48 gives you a very high headshot multiplier, and will threaten to end your enemies' lives quicker than any gun in the game with the proper accuracy that a gun of this nature requires. This is not your son's weapon. You will not see anyone quick-scoping, rushing, spinning, or halo jumping around the map with this gun. What you will find is a soldier that is preparing his team for a victory by controlling the map and keeping the other team in fear of its firepower and bringing a win home for your team. Choose wisely, soldiers. This isn't a gun to be taken lightly. It will give you an edge on the battlefield that not many have been awarded or mastered. But once you have mastered this weapon, it will bring you a great satisfaction on each and every headshot and kill that you collect on the battlefield. Excuse me. Who the hell are you? And why have you interrupted my commentary? Why, actually, I'm glad you asked. I am Game Show Wiggy. I'm not really sure who invited you in on this, but I was doing just fine without you, so if you don't mind, you can kind of take an exit to the left. Actually, I was doing fine without you, and now you're interrupting me. This commentary was going quite well, and I'm certain you were going to get more than 200,000 views with me doing this commentary. You honestly believe that, don't you? You think you're more entertaining than me? I am the Wiggy. No one is more entertaining than the Wiggy, and you're just trying to impersonate me, so why don't you piss off? You do understand that you refer to yourself in the third person. I mean, how lame can someone be to refer to themselves in the third person, especially with the name The Wiggy? I mean, who do you think you are? What do you think you're entitled to? I am Salesman Wiggy, and I am entitled to do this commentary as long as I damn well please. Well, you're on my channel, so I'm not exactly sure how the hell you got here, what you think you're doing, or what you think this channel is turning into, but it certainly isn't a goddamn infomercial. So like I said before, piss the fuck off. There you go again, using that foul language. No one wants to hear you spew profanity from one end to the other. I was giving a very informed infomercial on what this gun can actually do. Just because you were using it doesn't mean that I can't inform the public on how effective it is. You know the best part of you talking like that? It just means you sound like George Takei, and you know what George Takei is, right? Right? Right. I can only assume that you're talking about his being very gay. I can assure you that I do not like men, and I do not quickscope like little children. Who brought up anything about quickscope? What are you talking about? Just get back to the goddamn video. Look, you interrupted my commentary. The least you can do is entertain the people watching my video. I mean, the last thing I want to do is come out of this people thinking that I'm fucking crazy, bipolar, or some shit, and you're just screwing it up for everything. So get back to what you were doing, peckerhead. You got it? You clear? So as I was saying, the Mark 48 is a fine example of what an LMG can do in this game. I highly encourage you to give it a try along with the other LMGs in this game. It is very good and very accurate. The one thing about the LMGs is that you're going to have a good time using them because you're not spending your time reloading. That is very important. Okay, look, I give you your opportunity and you're still fucking it up, so let me finish it up. Look, guys, it's very simple. Mark 48's fucking beast. You put the zoom scope on it, you're unstoppable. TDM, you're an animal. There's no way they can stop you if you're not playing like a fucking scrub. So get your ass out there, get it ranked up. If you want to, put a grip on it. You know, worst case scenario, you go out there and you put the dual band on there. You can really noob it up, put the target finder on there. But more things, you know, what I really want to say is go out there and use your LMGs. Don't continue to spray with your SMGs. Don't continue to run around with assault rifles that aren't very effective. Yes, they nerfed them, they're better. But, you know, if you want to be a real man, use a shotgun, use an LMG, have a good time. Black Ops is really turning out to be a better game than I thought, as long as the connections hold up, and that's a big if. But with all things being equal, it's a hell of a lot better than Modern Warfare 3, and that's saying a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Me and Knucklehead are going to go to bed, but thanks for watching. This is your friendly neighborhood Wiggy and Salesman Wiggy, signing off.